Rochester might not be the first place you think of in terms of cities in New York to visit, and yet this hidden gem is one you shouldn't sleep on. Though it has only around 200,000 people living there, when you expand your view to the larger metro area, there are about 1 million people. It was once a hub of flower production and then for manufacturing. But perhaps most notable about Rochester is it's the place where some huge companies were founded. The origins of Xerox, Wegmans, Western Union, and Eastman Kodak can all be traced back to this small city in western New York. These days, there's less of a focus on manufacturing or flour and more of a focus on tech, tourism, and education. Because of that, it boasts a ton of great things to do, see, and eat. So stick around as Viewcation presents the best things to do in Rochester, New York. Memorial Art Gallery. If you're looking for the best of what Rochester has to offer in the fine arts, head to the Memorial Art Gallery. They have a world-class permanent exhibit there for starters. It has great pieces from legends like Monet and Matisse. They also have a modern art collection with provocative works from current artists. One great way to experience the Memorial Art Gallery is to go Sunday afternoon. At 1 p.m. and 3 p.m., they have free organ concerts playing Baroque music. The Rochester Public Market. Founded in 1905, the Public Market is a one-stop shop for all things food and groceries. If you're looking to load up on fresh produce, proteins, and all the sauces and spices your kitchen needs, you can easily stock up in no time. But if you're also looking to just cruise the market and fill your belly as you go, you're in luck as well. There are over 300 stalls set up at the Public Market, selling a large variety of wares. It's open from 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and Saturdays from 5 a.m. to 3 p.m. And don't worry if there's inclement weather, most of it is indoors. A couple of our favorite places to stop by and grab a bit of food are Juan and Maria's Empanada Shop and Scott's II. The Strong Museum of Play. The Strong Museum of Play is part museum, part interactive experience. As far as the museum part, it has a ton of cool vintage toys on display from different points in U.S. history. And beyond the old school toys, it also exhibits video games from different gaming eras, some of which you're allowed to pick up and play. Speaking of playing, the rest of the Strong Museum of Play is made up of interactive and fantastic play areas for kids. There are pinball machines, a Sesame Street-themed area, and a big make-believe supermarket as well. There are also some great areas dedicated to more scientific fun. This, among others, is one of the features that parents will also likely dig in addition to the kiddos. And what's even cooler is the Strong is currently undergoing a huge expansion. So in the years to come, it'll be even more fun and filled with things to keep you and your family entertained for hours at a time. Before we tell you more about the best things to do in Rochester, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to Viewcation if you haven't already. Check out the breweries. Rochester isn't just fine arts and museums. They know how to party too, and this is evidenced by their strong brewery game. For starters, there's the legendary Genesee Brewing Company. It's been operating since 1878, and their brew house is a great place to sit and have a taste of their offerings. It's particularly nice during warm weather when you can sit outside and look at high falls. But even the inside is cool. You can taste the beers while learning about how they transformed a giant warehouse into a beer-centric attraction. ROC Brewing Company wasn't founded in the 1800s, but it doesn't mean it's not worth a visit. It's an up-and-coming craft brewery that's located in downtown Rochester. Not only will you be able to taste their excellent beer offerings, but you'll also be able to get a great view since the brewery has floor-to-ceiling windows. And finally, there's the Rohrbach Brewing Co. Railroad Street Beer Hall, which was the original craft brewery in the city. Their large and varied menu is worth exploring, and thanks to their location next to the Public Market, you can plop down and grab a pint after checking out the market's 300 booths. George Eastman Museum. George Eastman was the founder of Kodak, and while that name might not have the fame it once did, it's still an essential one in the world of photography. The museum stands on Eastman's estate and is actually the oldest museum of photography in the world. What's better, it doesn't just offer indoor exhibits of photographs. You can also tour the mansion proper, as well as its outdoor gardens, which are gorgeous. You get a glimpse not only of the history of photography and motion pictures, but also of George Eastman himself. The Eastman Museum offers tours every day, and we highly recommend going on one of the guided ones. If you're a photographer, this place is an absolute must. Even if you aren't, you won't regret taking some time to visit this spectacular museum. Get a garbage plate. Yep, you heard that right. You need to eat a garbage plate if you're in Rochester. There's no two ways about it. Before you start calling the health inspector, you should know that a garbage plate is a nickname for a variety of tasty yet quite unhealthy dishes that Rochester has become famous for. It was originated at Nick Tahoe Hots in 1918. There are several varieties, but it was originally a big plate full of fried potatoes and various meats, sauces, and condiments covered in hot sauce. These days, it tends to be French fries, macaroni salad, and hot sauce with either a hamburger or a hot dog on top of all that. It might sound peculiar, but it's utterly savory and delicious. And yes, it's clearly about as unhealthy a dish as you can consume, so only do so if your heart and gastrointestinal systems are strong. Ontario Beach Park. Rochester, New York is nowhere close to either the Atlantic or Pacific Oceans, but Ontario Beach Park is perhaps the next best thing. It's a beach area along Lake Ontario. It's near the mouth of the Genesee River and a great place to catch some rays when summer hits. There's natural sand here, so you can put up an umbrella, lay down a blanket and some towels, and pretend you're by the ocean. Plus, the lake is swimmable, so you can cool off when the sun gets too hot. There are fun activities available too, like volleyball courts and a pier where you can fish. And in a fun throwback, they have a working carousel that's been there since 1905. Lilac Festival. Rochester is known as the Flower City, and this giant floral festival certainly proves it's an apt nickname. It's actually one of the biggest of its kind in the country. Highland Park, where the festival takes place, was designed by a world-famous landscape architect named Frederick Olmsted. He designed another little New York park known as Central Park in Manhattan, not too shabby. In 1898, 3,000 or so people descended upon the park just to check out its blooming lilacs. 10 years later, the festival officially began. It now happens every May for 10 days. There's live music, food, running races, and plenty of booths featuring arts and crafts. And one person is crowned the Lilac Festival Queen each year. But even if you aren't in town in May, heading to Highland Park is a must. You'll be able to stroll through an incredible garden which features far more than just lilacs. Now it's time to hear from you. Did we miss any of your favorites in Rochester? Let us know in the comments section below. And before you go, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to Viewcation if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.